everybody. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining today. My name is Carrie. My husband Dale and I are the creators of the Seed to Spoon app. And we started gardening back in 2015 and have definitely come a long way. It's very exciting how much we've come. And I wish I could be doing this live stream from the garden today, but it was a little hot and a little sunny. I was worried I wouldn't be able to see the screen very well. And I was like, well, I'll sit inside here and join you guys from here. So that way I can talk to you all and see your questions and pop them up a little bit better and all that. But I do have some plants behind me, and I have, like, right over here, I actually have some patio cherry tomatoes growing right here on my windowsill, so that's exciting. And I have like some basil right in front of it, and I have a bunch of random things. I still even have a poinsettia from Christmas, but yeah, I love a little bit of everything. So welcome, everybody. Thank you all so much for coming today. I see we have a little bit of everything from everywhere. So really exciting. I'm really happy to see you all. I see 82 with a high of 91 today. Oh my goodness. I say it feels hot out there for me. But oh man, it is in the 70s today out there here. I am in Oklahoma City in central Oklahoma. So I'm in zone 7. And it has been absolutely beautiful. We went through like so many periods of storms and rain and all that. We did get rain yesterday, but not enough to really do much to the garden at all. Just what gave it a little bit of water, which I really like to see. So that's amazing too. And yeah, so it's been beautiful out there. I actually was working on transplanting things and all that too, but anyways, I can show you a little bit of how I've been planting and transplanting in the app and all that, but I do want to get started and just talk a little bit about our app. Like I said, my husband Dale and I created it years ago now, which is exciting. But back in it's what seems like another life, before we gardened, this was our backyard. Oh, nope. Oh, I gave you guys a little preview of what's to come. So this right here was our backyard. We had, as you can see over there, we have like a little 4x4 wooden raised bed that we were starting to build with and play around with gardening. We were like just dipping our toes into gardening and hadn't really done much at all. We're still going through the learning process and reading so many books and absorbing everything that we could. And over the course of 2 to 3 years, we converted it all over into gardens. So this is me and my husband Dale and our family. And we have obviously transformed our entire yard over to gardens. But during the process of this, we were talking a lot and saying, man, there really needs to be an app for this, just to help us, like, first of all, like, know when to plant things or how to plant things and any companion plants, because there was just a lot to remember, especially as a beginner who hadn't gardened at all. I was really overwhelmed. So definitely has been very helpful for me. So like I said, so if you guys have any questions about the app or gardening in general or anything like that, feel free to pop them into the chat, and I'm going to pull up as many as I possibly can during our time together. And we will talk all things about the app and how to get started and all of that. So if you guys have any questions at all, please feel free, pop them into the chat. And if I don't pull them up right away, I do have the ability to star some for later to pull them up. If I'm like, oh, I know I'm going to talk about that here in just a minute, I'll start and I'll come back to it. So here we go. Let me share right here. So this is the Seed to Spoon app. So I intentionally made sure that I was not logged in, so that way I could kind of show you. Let me see if I can make it a little bit bigger. Hopefully that's a little bit better, but now I feel like this is covering it. There we go. There you go. Hopefully that's a little bit better and you can see it. So if you all haven't gone and checked out the app, make sure you download it. Check it out. It's so amazing. I love it. So whenever you first pull it up, this is, by the way, this is app.seedtostudent.net. Thank you for pulling that up here, Harry Wart. Yeah, here we go. So this is actually the website version that I'm going to be posting, that I'm going to be sharing right now. So there's slightly like a few different things, and like I do have internet hookups because I was playing around with it earlier, and I was like, certain images and stuff aren't work. But anyways, you'll get the gist out of it, and because most everything works exactly the same on the website as it does on the app on your phone, which makes it really great because you guys can use this as well too. Everybody can go to app.seedtospoon.net, and I intentionally went in and made sure that I was logged out because I want to show you how to, if you guys are first coming in here and you guys wanted to use the web app, or if you are using on a different phone or something like that, because like my husband and I share an account, so that way we both have all of our information to go between each other. So right up here, you'll see this little menu button, and you'll come down to account, and right here to this tap to sign into an existing account. Now, this is assuming you all have created an account. So hopefully you all have created an account. If you haven't yet, enter your information here, but do this on your phone. So that way all of your information that you have on your phone will transfer up here. So I'm going to go ahead and log in here just to show you all what it looks like. Okay, and there I am. I am now logged in to my account right here. So whenever you first pull it up, here, I'm going to pop over here really quick to the chat before I go through. Oh my goodness, Christine has a frost this week. Oh, I'm sorry. So hopefully you're almost done. You must be real far up north. So let's see. Okay, yes. That's awesome. Yeah. I'm glad that people are using it. I love to use it as well too, and especially for things like this. But like I go in and sometimes I'm just a lot faster at logging plants and things like that. So I did see some questions. So whenever you come in here, if you all want to create a new garden bed, I did see one here. Let me make a new one because I saw some questions regarding garden beds. So if I want to come in here and create a garden for the very first time, obviously you wouldn't have one right here, but it would come up with what looks like, oh, it's showing that I don't have any. Hold on. Of course, my premium account is not working. Okay, well, I will play around with one that I already have. It's fine. I can change this later. So on here, I did see somebody was asking about how to change the size of the garden right here. So if I ended up getting new ones, or I wanted to add more, or if I changed the garden bed or something like that, I can either resize right here by tapping these three dots right here. I can go to resize or reset garden layout, either one. And I can change this to whatever I would want. So if I want to make it 4x4, resize. So then this way it will keep your existing plants, just add a little bit more space to it. So that makes it really helpful too. But if you want to completely reset it, it will take everything off right here. So you can go garden bed. So this is what it'll look like whenever you are first starting a garden. And you can go between doing like seeds or doing gardens outside. But I will say, this has been a game changer for me, especially with seed starting indoors. Here, let me show you one that I actually have here. So, sorry, I've been transplanting out, so I have some that are empty in here, but these are some of my tomatoes that I have, and I didn't have to go through and make tags for every single one. I just came in here and logged what they were. So it has been such a lifesaver, and I even do that in like these garden beds right here too. I don't have any labels at all in the garden anymore. I made a video the other day, and it is so true. It is 100% true that I despise garden labels. It is probably the worst thing ever for me because every year like they just get littered everywhere. There's so much plastic everywhere, and I'm always picking up trash. I'm still picking up trash, and I haven't written a garden label now since last fall, but I am still going through and finding all of these trash. Like I had an entire handful of just trash from like plastic, that pieces of labels that broke or washed away. And yeah, anyways, I'm so thankful I don't have to deal with that anymore. And I am just putting everything into the app so I know exactly where, whenever I go up, I'm like, oh, yep, I will just pull up the app. I'm like, oh, it's this renegade spinach. Great. So it just makes things so much simpler for me. I absolutely love it. Um, and then let's see. Yes, we actually made it so that way you can resize, especially whenever you're going up. Because I mean, so many people were running across that, and we're like, okay, we need to fix that. So yes, we did. We did hear y'all, and we wanted to make sure that we could do that too. Yes, I only labeled the pots because I moved them around. Yeah, for sure. But I will say, here, let me show you what I did here. I don't move these ones around though, but I do have a back row just of these really large smart pots that I have planted out with. I have mostly tomatoes, but I had a one little like junior size smart pot that I had filled with strawberries, so I had that there too. But each one of these is like its own pot, and I can go in here and I'm like, okay, that is the fifth one. I know which one that is looking down here. So that's how I was kind of handling my pot. So I didn't have to make labels, because I'm not kidding when I tell you how much I despise labels. And I found this way to work really well for me. That's a good call. I love that. Absolutely love that. Okay, this is a good call out. So Jennifer was asking, how can I add companion plants in the same planting square, such as tomatoes with basil or marigolds? So here, let me pull up. So for me, I mean, they are going to need their own space still. They're not going to need to be like on top of each other. But you can kind of see what I did here, because I have this tomato taking up, and a tomato will take up every inch of that whole square foot. And then I have some basil that I transplanted right next to it as well. So I just have each one of them be in its own spot. I know I've heard of from other people that sometimes they make their garden bed a little bit larger if they want to plant denser. So you could definitely do that too. But I want to show you something else that I've done too. Sorry, I have so many different gardens too, because I love to keep everything all organized and perfect. So I have this square right here of little tiny smart pots, and they're 1 gallon smart pots, very small, of these little patio kitchen mini tomatoes and peppers and all of that. So for these, like on this one right here, I actually made a note in it, and I actually said, so it has, this is that tomato plus lettuce leaf basil. So, because I did kind of sprinkle it in like around it, and especially for like this one right here, because this was the Minette basil, which is super tiny and it's so cute. If you guys haven't tried it out, it's awesome. But I love growing these little mini varieties of basil with the kitchen minis. It's really fun. So I'm doing that a lot this year. But I've been making like little notes and saying that I've added some basil to that. So that's kind of how I manage that right there. Um, This is a good call from Lisa. It says, how do you handle spreading plants like strawberries when allocating them space in the app? So, first of all, I mean, I can show you what my strawberry bed looks like, but for strawberries, like it is really, I mean, oh no, I guess it's not 12, it's 11. Okay. So I have like just an entire bed of strawberries pretty much. Like I have a few things right because there's like a trellis. I have an arch trellis right here that I have some Malabar spinach and some and a vining tomato going up it. But besides that, the entire thing is strawberries right here. So honestly, I planted them like this, but I just let them grow denser, or I am also just taking the cuttings and making new garden areas with these strawberries that have popped up. So that's really how I handle it, but you can always change it. So say like it took over right here, I can adjust the spinach, I can take it away, and then I can be like, well, this strawberry took it over, and all I need to do is just adjust and tap it over right there. So it is super simple, and that's really all you need to do is just tap to move it around. I'm gonna put it back so that way I don't forget there. So hopefully that helps. That's kind of how I do, and you can kind of move things around as they grow, or if you kind of move things to. I mean, sometimes I will transplant something somewhere, and I'm like, oh, I want to move it over just a little bit, or something like that. Um, Oh, good call. So Jessica says, is there an easy way to search for mini seeds? I know there's tomatoes and basil, bok choy, all that. Um, so I will say, I don't know the easiest way, but there are really good kitchen mini. So there's a bunch of kitchen minis that are really small. And there's also these bonsai basil. I'm growing these for the first time this year. I'm loving them too. But I love this bonsai basil. And then also these kitchen minis. So there's like two different tomatoes of the kitchen minis and four different peppers of them. And I'm growing each and every one to try to figure them out. But this is a good way. You can just search in mini too, and up here under the shop, or you can search for patio is another really good term, because there's a lot of really good patio varieties too that are really small. So like this one right here, there's just a lot of really good. Oh, and this patio pride pea seeds, those are good too. But those are some key terms I would say. Mini and patio are really good ones to search whenever you're trying to do that. Okay. Yeah. So while I have this up, whenever there's a really good sale from Park, I usually try to put something like this up and around just to kind of show you guys what kind of deals they have. And right now they have a whole bunch of greenhouses out in South Carolina where they've been taking amazing care of like all of these plants, but they're wanting to get rid of them for the season. So they are doing amazing sales on them. So if you guys need more plants, definitely check it out, because especially if you guys are premium subscribers, you guys get free shipping on all of your orders too, which is awesome. The yearly premium gets free shipping on everything. So, and then all of their seeds too are 25% off. You can see it right here. 25% off on all seeds. So that's awesome too. So I wanted to call that out while we were talking about things on that shopping area right there. Oh, good call. Space Master. Good term to search for too. Yeah, good call out. Park Seed sends out really good emails to like every single day if there's like good sales going on. I mean, usually there's always something really great going on. I can, Mo. So Mo says, can you recommend a zinnia variety that has a large flower but not as tall as the giant zinnia? Yes, I can. And let me pull it up for you. Okay, these ones right here are absolutely incredible. I grew this mix right here. So Magellan, I think is what you call it. I don't know exactly, so don't don't hurt me if I pronounce that wrong. But this one is super small. Like it was like maybe a foot tall, if that. But they had huge blooms. These were awesome. So whereas like the Parks Picks ones, I absolutely love those too. They were huge blooms too. They had very similar size blooms, but the Parks Pick zinnias are amazing for cutting flowers because they're so tall. They were like a good 5 or 6 feet tall. They have really good sturdy stems, perfect for cutting flowers. But this one right here was very short and they gave really big, beautiful flowers, but they're definitely not going to be as good for cutting flowers. Now, I did take some cutting from them just because I love them, but these ones are definitely ones to look at too. There's a bunch of different colors of them too if you wanted a specific color, but I would highly recommend any of these right here. It's my favorite dwarf variety of zinnias. Let's see. Yeah, I wish. So here's the problem is that I mean, there are literally hundreds of plants that they have for sale, and I have to go in and enter every single one manually whenever I make those. So we will need to work on a way to make it a little bit easier for me. But as of right now, it's as many as I can get in before I get called off to do something else. But yes, I feel you because I wish that too. Whenever I'm scrolling through, I'm like, oh, I wish it was longer. But yeah. Okay. So Donna's asking about green stalks. I totally love green stalks. We have not made the ability to add green stalks as a garden bed yet, but we found like workarounds. So whenever I typically, so my green stalks, I just count how many sides around there are, and then I plant the same thing on every level. So it makes it a little bit easier for me, at least that way. But that's how I've been handling the green stalk towers. And for those of you who don't know what green stalk towers are right here, we have a picture of one from several weeks back that we had moved into our sunroom area because we were trying to extend growing greens and all of that just a little bit longer because it gets so hot. Yes, absolutely. Mo knows the way to my heart. She knows how to get her questions answered. She's like, I'm going to ask about zinnias, and I'll definitely get that in there. Let's see. Oh, yep. I did like Thumbelina zinnias too. Yeah, those ones were good ones too. But I didn't feel like they had quite as large of blooms. Maybe mine were just didn't do as well as the other ones. I was just so surprised by those Magellan ones, and they just awed me. Okay. So I do want to show you all too. So I saw somebody asking earlier about Growbot. I do believe Growbot is should be up, but um, for those of you who aren't aware of what Growbot is right down here at the bottom corner. You'll see Growbot AI. Growbot's our little chat bot that you can ask any questions to, and it will pull like really good answers for you. You can also, on premium, you can also get pictures that you can send up to it, like right here. You can see the identify plant. You can do plant help, like if you have something going on with your plant and you send it, or if you have a bug or pest or something like that, you can go through and send a picture of it, and Growbot will not only like tell you what it is, but it'll help you too by knowing um, how to handle it too. So right here, I do love this because I mean, yeah, here you go. So it polls also my locations like, okay, in Oklahoma City, here's some good tomato varieties. So it's just really great to get some tips and tricks and all of that. Or if you have something going on with your garden that you want to chat with it about, it is super helpful. It's like having a master gardener right there in your pocket is kind of how it is. With the free version, you all will get 3 free text questions, but with premium, you have unlimited access to Growbot with unlimited questions, as well as pictures that you can send up to Growbot as well too. Let's see. Aw, thank you so much. I'm so glad to hear that. Yay. I definitely use Growbot. If I'm out in the garden, I use Growbot at least once while I'm out there. If I'm out there for more than 5 minutes, it seems, because there's always something that I'm like, ooh, what's this bug? Or I'm like, is that a weed? Or is, uh-oh, what's going on here? So yeah, I'm definitely with you. Um, So Jessica says, does anyone know good ways to attract dragonflies? I love dragonflies as well. And let me pull out too. So up here, there's this critters tab in this top right corner. And first of all, there's two different ones right here. There's pests and beneficials. So if you tap over here to beneficials, you can go down to dragonflies, and it'll show you just a little snippet of like how to go about attracting them or how they're beneficial, and all of that. So with dragonflies, using plants like they really like the black-eyed Susan, milkweed, will really help with them. Having a water source as well, all of that right there too. So this is something that I feel like a lot of people don't know about, is this pests and beneficial section, which can be super helpful for you too. So if you're dealing with things like aphids right here, you can tap in here and you can see different treatment options, what's going on with them. You can see different types of pictures and all of that. And even things like this. So it pulls anything from like the Park Seed site. If there's anything that might help, like this neem oil or a soap or anything like that, like it'll pop up there. And then you can also see too, like the common susceptible plants for aphids and all of that. So there's a lot of really helpful things right there that I feel like a lot of people don't necessarily grow about that. So I do try to pull that out too. So, yeah, a lot of people finding that out for the first time too. So, yay, awesome. Well, I'm glad to show you all something new. You see, I feel like there's so many things on there that it's it is definitely like a treasure hunt sometimes. You finding new things that you didn't even know was there. But I do want to go over here too to growing guides. So on here, I have a list of, I mean, there's probably like 150 plants or something by now. And all of them I have entered in by hand too. Well, not by hand, by computer, but I mean, you know what I mean. Um, so that's awesome. And it's just, we've come so far since we first started. It's amazing to think about. But all of these are really great. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of different ones on here. If there are any plants that you would like to see that are not on here, just feel free. You can pop them into the chat right here, and then um, you could also email me too at info@seedtospoon.net, and it will help. And I'll get it added to our list too. So, but on here, you can tap on any of these, and all of this information is there too. So it talks a little bit about growing basil and any sort of, again, videos that are next there that are including basil. And then it'll give you exact planting dates based on your exact location. So for me, I'm here in Oklahoma City, and it pulls when I should start it indoors, and then also when I am safe to plant it outdoors, if I can plant it in the summer, and how late I can plant it into the fall as well too. And then you're going to see a lot of different information down here. I mean, there's a lot of information in here too. And all of this is free. Everybody has all of this information too on how to grow things. And it'll also include the recommended varieties, any sort of pests here. And if you tap on these too, it'll take you into that page too. So keep in mind, like these are tappable too. And you can go in and learn a little bit more about how to manage each one of those too. And then you have the full list of friends, the companions on it, as well as the enemies. If there's any enemies, things you shouldn't plant it next to. And then also health benefits. So before I was doing this and hanging out with you all talking on Tuesdays, I was working as a nurse. And whenever we first started gardening, I mean, one of the biggest reasons was because of health reasons. So we wanted to make this just a little bit more a little bit more visual and easy for people to figure out if there was a reason why they were wanting to grow for health reasons. So, and again, like if you wanted to grow for weight loss or heart health, brain and memory, cancer fighting, all of that, you can tap on these too. It'll tell you a little bit about them, but you can also filter too. So let me show you on this growing guides page right here. If you go up here to filters, you can filter by health benefit. So if you want to see just the ones for immune support, you can tap on it and apply, and it'll show you just the ones for immune support. If you want to filter it by, oh, I want it the immune support, but I want to be able to plant it now. So we can do that. And then it'll tell you, well, apparently I can't plant any now, but you can do all of that. You can any sort of other filters down here as well too. But you can also clear filters right here, or also I want to show too, you can X the filters out up here too, because sometimes people don't realize they have filters on. So I think that was about it on these. I think we were right around here. Yeah, so articles, and then it talks a little bit about like harvesting, how to cook them. Oh, recipes. Let me go to my favorite recipe plant here. So summer squash, zucchini. Okay, so let's pop down up here to recipes. So this is probably one of my favorite places of the app. I absolutely love it because there's so many different varieties, and I've had so much fun coming up with recipes, especially for zucchini. It is one of my favorite pastimes. And I have so many different recipes in here, and it pulls from everything. Every recipe here is tried and true from my kitchen here. So if you pull up any of these right here, you can just tap on them and it'll take you over to a link to our website, and it'll show you step by step how to do it, what to do, and all of that. It's super easy. I have so many different unique things on here too, like these zucchini pizza bites. Absolutely incredible. I love it. And sometimes I have videos linked through too. So this was a video of us making the pizza bites, which was really fun. And I don't think that was sharing, so I'm sorry, but just know whenever you tap on it, it pulls up a link to it as well. Okay. Oh, I see some plant amaranth and lavage. Okay, I have starred your comments so that way I can go back to it. Oh, awesome. I'm so glad to hear that. I love it. Okay, so non-cantaloupe, ooh. Okay, yeah, okay. I'll look at adding different other types of melons. So send me a list of things that you would like to see too, and I can go into and look at that. Let's see. Oh, I do want to show yes, one more thing too. So as we were talking about if there was a plant here, not here, that you wanted, just let me know. But in the meantime too, you can always add a custom plant too. So you can add your own plant, and you can do it by just simply scanning a seed packet, which automatically will enter everything in for you. Or you can enter it in manually. So you can just go through and enter in all of this information. If you put in the planting dates, like the number weeks to harvest, to like the weeks before frost or after frost, if you put those all in, it'll all calculate it out for you too in the growing guides. Like it'll make its own little growing guides just for you, and it'll pull in all of that stuff. So as detailed as you are is as detailed as it will be too. So that's a really great thing too that I find a lot of people really like, is the ability to make their own custom plants too. I love this. I have a cookbook called 100 Things to Do with Zucchini. I feel like I need that cookbook too. That sounds amazing. because I have come up with, oh man, I don't even know how many I've come up with, but I don't think it's 100, but I could definitely see where there would be 100. I absolutely love it. Let's see. I see a lot of plant requests. I'm starring all of your guys' plant requests, so I can come back to it, and I will go in and add them to my list here in just a minute. How do I access it on my desktop again? So all you need to do is just go in here. Let me pull up the link at info@seed2spoon. Oh my gosh, no, that's my email. That is my email. So you can email me. But the app.seed2spoon.net is where you'll find this desktop version. But also, if you just go to our website as well at seed2spoon.net, like if you don't remember if it was app.seed2spoon.net or whatever, if you just go to seed2spoon.net, there is a section up on top that says use app. And you can just tap that and it'll take you to app.seed2spoon.net as well. So make it a little bit easier for you. Let's see. So welcome, Leslie. I'm so glad that you are joining us. And let me know if you guys have any sort of app questions or anything like that as we're going through. We're kind of just going through the app. I think we have gone through pretty much everything at this point. I guess we didn't go through this main dashboard. But this was one thing I did really like too, that there's a trending plants planted. I really think that's fun because I see like what other people are planting around me. So I'm like, oh, it actually helped me at the very beginning of the season. It just helped me. It helped remind me. I was like, oh, I forgot. I need to plant this. I need to start that. So it just kind of helped me remember that. But like I said, I'm on the internet here and it's kind of not loading great down here. But oh, and down here, the live workshops too. That's us right here. So if you guys have want to access any workshops now or later, you can see past events, all of that. And again, here's Grow for Health, just another way to get to it. There's also garden bed themes and all of that. So lots of exciting things. Oh, great call out here. It's Comfrey in the app. Actually, I added it last week. So there it is. It's right there now. Yay. And I did want to call out too. So there's this search right here. So if you have tomatoes planted in multiple gardens and you can't remember, you can actually go in here and you can see all of the plants and where they are. So right here, I have windowsill right here, double biodome, and it'll show you where everything is. Or if you wanted to go to the growing guides, you can go over to the plants and right there, and you can go in to look at that growing guide right there too. So super helpful. Okay, let's see. Okay, Carol was asking about archiving a garden. So, I'm having smoke alarm issues. So hopefully it doesn't go off anymore. I might have to cut it short here in a minute if it doesn't. But let me show you real quick how to archive a garden. So over here, while you are in a garden, so say I am done for the season with this garden, I can come in here and hit Archive Garden. So yes, I will now archive it. So now if I go back in here, it pulls all of my archived information here. And if I wanted to unarchive it, I can always come back in and unarchive, move back into garden bed. I'm going to do that real quick. But that's just a really helpful way to, like, if you wanted to keep it and still see all of the information from like next season, like if you made a lot of really good notes or had really good things happen, like you just want to remember what you grew in there last time, you can go in and do that. But yeah, so if anybody, does anybody else have any questions? Let's see. I see a lot of planned recommendations, which I am starring each and every one of them. So I will come back in there. Yeah. It got me too. I was like, oh, I've been having so many issues with these smoke alarms. I don't know what's going on now at this point because I've gone through and changed every single one of their batteries. but now it is, now it is still going off randomly. So I guess I need to go deal with that again. But yes, if you guys have any questions at all, you can always feel free to email me too. And I am going to go through and draw a winner for a free premium Seed to Spoon app subscription too. So this person is going to get unlimited gardens that they can log, as well as unlimited plants that you can log. You can send photos up to Growbot. You get free shipping on all of your orders through the app and all of that. So there's a lot of benefits and lots of things going on. So yeah, like I said, if y'all have any other questions, please feel free, let me know. Okay, sorry, I'm having to run the names. So woo. Here we go. Oh, good question. Well, I'm going through and getting this. So best tomato to grow in pots. So I would totally recommend. So I actually have right behind me, I have this patio. That's a patio choice tomato. It's growing in a 1 gallon smart pot. And sorry, hold on. I'm like talking and trying to get this name pulled. I love those patio choice varieties. There's also the kitchen minis, which I grow a lot of as well. And then there's also just like, if you just search up in that shopping area patio, there's actually several others I'm trying out. There's a red torch I'm actually trying out for the first time this year. So I can't vouch for it yet, but it's going good so far. So I'm hoping that it'll go really good and be good one. But yeah, any kitchen mini or that red torch or patio choice, all of those are really good tomatoes to grow in pots. Besides that, like those are like the miniature varieties. But if you have a large pot, you can grow like any sort of like bush tomato, or if it's next to a trellis, you can do an indeterminate too, something that vines. Pretty much anything you can grow if you have a large pot. So that's great right there. Okay, so I pulled up the winner, and congratulations to Kimberly. So Kimberly, you have won the free 1 year premium Seed to Spoon app subscription. So send us an email at info@seedtospoon.net, and I will get you all hooked up with your free 1 year. So that way now you have unlimited Growbot and unlimited plants and gardens and all of that. And you get free shipping on all of your orders through the app. So that's very exciting. And yeah, congratulations. And if you all have any other questions too, you can feel free to, or plant requests, please feel free to email me too at that info@seedtospoon.net. And I am always there and checking my email. So I look forward to talking with y'all. And I will see you again next week, same time, same place. I'm always doing this every Tuesday at 12 o'clock. So we'll hang out again then. See you all. Thank you all so much for joining.